Hi guys, it's Jodie and welcome to a new video. So today I'm going to be doing my Christmas book haul and I'm so excited because I received a lot of incredible books for Christmas and I'm very grateful and very lucky and privileged to have received all of these books. And yeah, I'm just really excited to share all of them with you guys and hopefully make my way through them over the next year. And I'm just feeling very happy right now. I just love books and it's just really nice when people gift you books, and yeah, I'm just very lucky. So I am by no means bragging or anything of the sort. I just love these videos. These are like my favorite videos to watch. I love book hauls. I love Christmas book hauls and seeing what people got for Christmas, and I know a lot of my subscribers also enjoy these kinds of videos, which is why I'm filming this one today. So if book hauls aren't for you, or if this is going to make you feel some type of way that's not so great, then don't watch this video. I just always like to put a disclaimer at the start of book hauls because I know for some people it can be a touchy subject. So without further ado, let's get into the book haul and I'm excited. So I'm not going to go in any particular order, I just have them all piled next to me, so I'm just going to grab a book and show you guys it. So I have about 25 books to show you guys, I think, and then I did also buy myself a lot of books as Christmas gifts, but I'm going to put them in a book haul in the new year, so make sure you look out for that. And if you would like to also see my what I got for Christmas video, that is up for my SuperMoon tier on my Patreon. I will have that link down below so you can go and watch that there. But yes, anyways, the books. So the first book I have here is one that I was very kindly sent by Willow, and I am very excited for this. So this isn't a book that was actually on my wish list. This is a book that she has gotten for me because it's one of her favorite books and they think I will really like it. So I love that. I love getting recommendations for books I've never heard of before, and I'd never ever seen or heard of this, so I'm very excited about it. And it says that it's a forced proximity romance, it's set in Sydney, and it's an easy read. So yes, I'm very excited about this. I don't really know much about it, but it's called Faking It with the Demon, and it says Raising Hell Down Under Book 1, and this is by Rhiannon Hartley. And this cover is so cute. I feel like it doesn't really match the title of the book, but it is cute and there's a dog, so happy days. So thank you so much to Willow for giving me this book. I'm very excited to read it and I hope I love it as much as you do. So I will read the synopsis on the back because like I said, I don't know much about this. So it says, a fake girlfriend from hell, jilted by his fiance, Ryan joked that fake girlfriend will get his well-meaning family off his back, but he didn't mean it. He wasn't expecting his buddy to grant his wish like a damned genie in a bottle. Torturing the souls of the damned, not as much fun as it sounds. I think this is how I pronounce it. Zoephus? I'm gonna go with Zoephus because I don't know. Zoephus wants out of hell. She's willing to make a deal for the chance to escape. How hard could it be to play the fake girlfriend of a human anyway? For a demonic fake girlfriend, she isn't what Ryan expected. Since when are demons are gorgeous, oddly polite and hilariously ignorant of the modern world? He just hopes she won't break his coffee machine or his heart. Bound together for 50 days, the lines of real and pretend begin to blur. Emotions inevitably get involved and yearnings intensify. But when truth and vulnerability are laid bare, hearts could be left shattered. Could a heart moulded in the flaming depths of hell truly love? So this sounds so good. It's like fake dating and the whole kind of forced proximity kind of romance vibe. I really like those tropes, so I'm very excited for this and very grateful that you sent this my way. Next we have this gorgeous little book from one of my lovely friends, Aria, here on BookTube. I will have her channel linked down below. You should all go and subscribe to her. She is an icon. Incredible, we love her. Go and subscribe to her. So yeah, Aria very kindly sent me this book for Christmas, and she sent all the other girlies one of these as well, so we can all read this together. And I just think that's really lovely and really sweet, and yeah, I'm very excited. I've never read this and this is just so stunning, and that is, it's the Little Prince, and this is the gorgeous little mini editions. I can't remember what these are actually called, but you can get like all of the classics in these gorgeous little hardbacks with the blue and the gold, and this is just so stunning. And this is one of Aria's favourite books as well, and she wanted us all to read it together, which is why she gifted us all a copy. And just look how cute this is as well inside. So yeah, I don't actually know anything about The Little Prince either, and I think I'll keep it that way. It will be nice to go into a buddy read of this, like kind of not knowing anything and being surprised, and I just think it will be really lovely. So yes, Aria very kindly got me this and I just think it's adorable. Next we have this book here, which is What We Devour. If You Can't Tame Your Demons, Set Them Free, and this is by Lindsay Miller. One, let's just take a moment for this cover because I think it's stunning. It's also kind of floppy and like a US paperback, so that's a win. So Jamie kindly got me this one for Christmas, and it says, sometimes you have to bite the hand that feeds you. Lorena Adler has a secret. She holds the power of the banished gods, the noble and the vile, inside her. She has hidden her entire life, both from the world and from her past. She's content to spend her days as an undertaker in a small town, marry her best friend Julian, and live an unfulfilling life so long as no one uncovers her true nature. But when the notoriously bloodthirsty Crown Prince comes to arrest Julian's father, as soon as I hear Crown Prince in a synopsis, I'm like, yep, yes. He immediately recognises Lorena for what she is, so she makes a deal, a fair trial for her betrothed's father in exchange for her service to the crown. The prince is desperate for help. He's spent years trying to repair the weakening door that holds back the vial, and he's losing the battle. As Lorena learns more about the door and the horrifying price it takes to keep it closed, she'll have to embrace both parts of herself to survive. So yeah, this sounds like it's probably going to have romance in it. It sounds quite dark. We've got the main character who's obviously going to be the heroine of the story, and magic in here, and it sounds like kind of like a door to hell, like something kind of like that. So I really like the sound of this. Never heard anyone talk about it before or heard about it, so I'm really excited. I feel like this is definitely like my kind of vibe as well. Yeah, maybe there'll be demons in it too, which will be interesting. So I'm really excited to read this. If you've read this book before, let me know in the comments. I would love to know if anyone else has heard of it or read it, but I really like the sound of it and I feel like it will be a fun read. So this next book I was very kindly gifted by Melanie, and this is The Song of Forever Rains by E.J. Mello, and I just love this cover. Like, look how stunning this is. It is so beautiful. This has been on my wish list for so long, and you know what, this actually really reminds me of the Ariadne cover. I just feel like it's quite similar. But yeah, anyway, so this has been on my wish list for ages, and to be honest I can't remember what it's about. So again, I'm going to read the synopses. I'm probably going to read the synopses for all of these books, but I just remember when I first came across this, I was like, oh my god, like I need that book in my life. So let's read the synopsis together. At the top it says, beware when the songbird sings. The Thief Kingdom is a place hidden within the world of Adilor. Many whispers of its existence, but few have found this place where magic and pleasure abound. There, the mysterious Thief King reigns supreme with the help of the Messiah, a trio of revered and feared sorcerers. Ooh. I like the sound of this. Aria Bassett may be the youngest of the Messiah, but when she sings, her voice has the power to slay monsters. When it's discovered the Duke of Lackland siphoning a poisonous drug from the Thief Kingdom and using it to abuse his tenants, Lockyer is offered her first solo mission to stop the Duke. Eager to prove herself, she accepts by posing as the Duke's potential bride, but her plans grow complicated when she finds herself drawn to Lord Darius McKenna, Lackland's rightful heir. Soon she suspects Darius has his own motivations for ridding Lackland of the corrupt Duke. Lockyer and Darius must learn to trust each other if there is to be any hope of saving the people of Lackland and themselves. Welcome to the world of Adela, where lords and ladies can be murderers and thieves, and the most alluring notes are often the deadliest. Dare to listen. So yeah, this sounds so unique, so interesting, obsessed with the cover. I feel like this is going to be an amazing book. So again, if you have read this, please let me know your thoughts in the comments. So next is another book I was very kindly sent, and this is from Louise, and this is Home Before Dark by Riley Sager. So I'm actually not going to read the synopsis for this because I really want to read the Riley Sager books I have next year, and when it comes to like thrillers and that sort of book, I don't like to know much at all about them. I really do like to go into them knowing very little, and then I feel like they're more impactful, a little bit spookier, and I don't know, I just feel like it's more fun that way if you go in literally knowing nothing. Like, you might not guess the plot twist as much as you would knowing it, if that makes sense. But basically, I know some of my friends have read this book and loved it, and Riley Sager seems to be a very popular author. I know Kat really loves Riley Sager, so I really want to read some of their books. So this one is Home Before Dark, and it says on the front, clever, twisty and altogether spine-chilling, a deliciously terrifying story. So yeah, as far as I know, this is like a kind of horror thriller kind of story, and yeah, that's all I know about it. So next is another book I was very kindly sent, and I think I got sent this by one of my patrons. Unfortunately, I did not get the note with it, or it got lost when I got it from my parents' house, because all of my books end up going there still. So yeah, unfortunately the note got lost. This is Neon Gods by Katie Roberts, and this is a book I've wanted for a very long time. It's been recommended to me so many times now, and I see it everywhere, and this is a Hades and Persephone retelling. It's romance, it's adult, it's supposed to be stunning, it's set in modern day. That is all I know about it. Again, do not want to know anything else about this, and I do not need to know anything about this except for the fact that it's Hades and Persephone, because I loved A Touch of Darkness, I loved Lore of Olympus, I love anything to do with those two stunning people. So yes, I'm very excited to give this a read, and I'm very excited to go into this like just not really knowing anything except to expect romance and smut basically. And I like my spicy books, so I will probably have to pick this up in January, and I hope I love it as much as everyone else seems to. Next up I have two Sabrina books, which are The Daughter of Chaos and Path of Night. I do already own one of the other books, which I think is the first one, but I don't know where it is. I recently started watching Sabrina and I was just like so into it, so Jamie got me these for Christmas, and I love this one. This is Me and Frankie. Yep. So yeah, these are just both books based off the Chilling Adventures of Sabrina. I'm pretty sure it originated as a comic book series first, but I may be wrong. But yeah, I really want to read these. I believe these are also like episodes in some of the seasons, but that's all I know about them. Very excited because I really enjoy the show and I really need to continue watching it. So next we have this kind of romancy kind of book, and this is called I Need You to Hate Me, and this is by Geniuses. Don't know a lot about this, but I'll read the synopsis to you. So it says, a passionate and enthralling college romance, two damaged souls on a path to obliteration. When they collide, will they heal each other, or are they damaged beyond repair? So I feel like this is going to have a lot of trigger warnings, very important and deep topics probably going to be discussed in here. So I don't know, I think this is probably going to be an adult kind of romance contemporary kind of book. It says, what's worse than losing someone you love or blaming yourself for their death? 2 years after a devastating accident, Carla is still full of guilt, but beyond the blame, other demons are prowling. Post-traumatic stress disorder, poor grades, insomnia, estrangement. Carla is hopeful for a fresh start, a new beginning. She's in for an inscrutable surprise when her path collides with Aces. Ace is an asshole. Why did I say that so weird? There's no denying that. He's rude, arrogant and impulsive. A magnetic force comes out to play, hurling Carla into Ace at full speed without brakes to decelerate, and there's no fighting fate no matter how cruel or unfair it seems. Soon Carla is addicted to Ace, addicted to the elation he makes her feel, and she realizes that perhaps they aren't so different after all. However, there are secrets deeply entrenched and woven through their souls. When they finally unveil, will Carla be able to look past them, or will everything shatter beneath her? So yes, this sounds very intense, but like it will be a really good read, and this cover is also really pretty. If you've read this book, please do let me know. Don't think I've really seen this anywhere, but maybe it's like a book talk one. But yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comments if you have read this book. Next is a Neil Gaiman book, and this is one that's been on my list for a while, and this is a stunning edition, and I'm very excited to own this, and that is The Ocean at the End of the Lane, and this is the like illustrated edition, and this is just such like a stunning book. Like inside is filled with different illustrations, and I just love books like this. I just love the way this looks as well. It's just stunning. Don't know a lot about this, but I just feel like with Neil Gaiman's books you don't necessarily need to. I have read quite a few of his books now, and I just really enjoy the stories. I feel like they're a little bit quirky and just a little bit different, sometimes kind of eerie, sometimes just scary or fun. They're just a bit of everything, and I feel like with Neil Gaiman's books you are just supposed to go into them and kind of just go along with them, like just go with it, just see where it goes. I have heard that there's some like kind of gross things to your toes in here or something. That's all I know really. It says on the back, this is what he remembers as he sits at the ocean at the end of the lane. A dead man on the backseat of the car and warm milk at the farmhouse. An ancient little girl and an old woman who saw the moon being made. A beautiful housekeeper with a monstrous smile. Dark forces woken that were best left undisturbed. They are memories hard to believe, waiting at the edges of things. The recollections of a man who thought he was lost but is now perhaps remembering a time when he was saved. So yeah, this sounds really interesting. The only reason this has been on my list for so long is just because I did enjoy Neil Gaiman's other works, and this one has popped up a few times on BookTube, so I thought I would give it a read, and I'm very grateful that someone got me for Christmas, and this illustrated edition is just so pretty. The next is a horror book, and that is Nothing But Blackened Teeth by Cassandra Core, and I've seen this on a few Bookstagram accounts and it just sounds incredible. It sounds really scary, and I'm so excited to read this. As far as I know, this is set in some kind of like abandoned mansion, and there's some kind of like party or something with this girl and all her friends, and then there's a ghost bride with a black smile and a hungry heart, and she gets lonely down there in the dirt. So I think basically they go to this place and it's obviously haunted by this bride, and she kind of haunts them and everything kind of goes to shit, and that's what I'm guessing this is about. All I know is it's a horror story and it's quite short and it's supposed to be amazing, and this cover in itself as well, just wow. So yes, really, really excited to read this sometime in the new year. I just feel like this is going to be a nice scary short read, and yeah, I'm excited for that. So next we have How to Kill Your Family by Bella Mackie, and this is basically kind of a book filled with satire, I believe. It's about a woman who's in prison for murder, but the people or person she's in prison for murder of isn't someone she actually killed, but she has, however, killed a lot of people before. And yeah, it's supposed to be really funny. It's supposed to be kind of like satire, like I said, and like sarcastic. And I believe the main character's also killed like 6 members of her family or something. So yeah, this just sounds like really, really different, unique, funny, and it probably is very witty as well. So I'm looking forward to giving this one a read because I've never read a book like this before, and this is like a gorgeous edition of this book as well. So I'm very, very happy to have this. So this next book was sent to me by one of my lovely patrons, Andrea, and this is Awakened book 1 by Elsie Kova, and I've seen this pop up a few times in places now. And also the chapter, oh my god, I didn't see the map before, that map's cool. Chapter headings in this book are so friggin' pretty. Like, let me find it. All of them have this on them, which is just so cool. And then I discovered this earlier, but look at this, there's art under the dust jacket as well, which is just so cool. Like, that doesn't happen that often for like non-special edition books, and the way that's printed as well. So I really, really like that. All I know about this is that it's fantasy, and when I originally read the synopsis for this book, it reminded me of Sorcery of Thorns, and I was like, ooh, okay, like I kind of enjoyed that book, wouldn't mind reading this. And I've seen so many good things about this book now, so I'm really, really grateful that I was very kindly sent this, and I can't wait to dive into it. It's also not too long, which I kind of feel like will be good to start in the new year, like get some short fantasy books in, like ease myself into the year, because I have been slumping hard the last few months, so I need to get out of that ASAP, and this probably will be a good book for that. I'll read the synopsis for you guys. So it says, a library apprentice, a sorcerer prince, and an unbreakable magic bond. The Solaris Empire is one conquest away from uniting the continent, and the rare elemental magic sleeping in 17-year-old library apprentice Valhalla Jarl could shift the tides of war. Valhalla has always been taught to fear the Tower of Sorcerers, a mysterious magic society, and has been happy in her quiet world of books. Love this already. If it's got books in it, yes, I'm sold immediately. But after she unknowingly saves the life of one of the most powerful sorcerers of them all, the Crown Prince Aldrich, she finds herself enticed into his world. Now she must decide her future, embrace her sorcery and leave the life she's known, or eradicate her magic and remain as she's always been. With powerful forces lurking in the shadows, Valhalla's indecision could cost her more than she ever imagined. So, yes, just love the sound of this. Books, sorcery, Crown Prince, all that kind of stuff. Yes, this book just screams to me, and I love this cover. I'm excited to read this, and the fact that it's a series just makes me really, really happy. So yeah, very, very happy that I have this, and I can't wait to read this in 2022. Next we have this one, which is Romanov by Madine Brandis, and this says, not even real blood can stop the bullets. Yeah, look at this cover. Is this not absolutely gorgeous? I love, love, love this cover. I am pretty sure I have seen this book on Bookstagram before, and I remember like, oh, that looks really, really cool, and then it's completely gone on my brain ever since, and that was like quite a while ago. So yeah, to get this for Christmas was really, really cool, and unfortunately I don't really remember what it was about though. So again, I'm going to read the synopsis for you guys. So this says, the history books say I died, they don't know the half of it. Anastasia Romanov was given a single mission to smuggle an ancient spell into a suitcase on her way to exile in Siberia. So obviously this is a retelling of Anastasia, and it's set in Russia. And it says that it might be her family's only salvation. The leader of the Bolshevik army is after them, and he's hunted Romanov before. Daya's only chances of saving her family and herself are either to release the spell and deal with the consequences, or to enlist help from Zash, the handsome soldier who doesn't act like the average Bolshevik. Daya has only dabbled in magic, but it doesn't frighten her half as much as her growing attraction to Zash. She likes him, she thinks he might even like her. This is until she's on one side of a firing squad and he's on the other. I think I just said that wrong, but you get the idea. So this just sounds so good. It kind of sounds like Lovers to Enemies maybe, or something like that. I don't know, it sounds really cool. I like the retelling vibe as well. It just sounds like a really good YA book, and I'm obsessed with this cover. I'm sure I've seen someone rave about this book before, and I remember being like, okay, I really need to read that. I really don't remember who it was. It was a Bookstagrammer, I remember that. But yeah, anyways, this looks so good, it sounds so good, and I'm really, really excited about it. Okay, so this next one was very, very kindly gifted to me by Claire, and this is Deadly Things Salem Stories by E.C. Hansen, and this is a collection of historic, spooky, witchy stories all set in Salem that have been kind of passed down to generations. So obviously some of these are fictional, some of these are based off myths and legends and things like that, and I'm excited for it because you all know I love anything witchy. So thank you so much to Claire for sending this to me, and also check out how cool and gothic this cover is. I love it. This next book my mum very kindly got me, and I've been eyeing this one up for a while. You all know I love my Greek mythology and I buy all of the Greek mythology books, so she got me the Greek Myths by Charlotte Higgins, a new retelling. So I am absolutely in love with this book. It is so gorgeous. I was sent a arc of this book, but very sadly didn't get around to reading it. But this is just filled with so much information about all the myths and legends. It has these gorgeous illustrations inside, and yeah, I just love any books to do with Greek mythology. So I'm really, really happy that she got this for me, and I'm excited to put it with my collection of other Greek books. So this next book I was very, very kindly gifted by Becky, and this is one that's been on my wish list for so long and I've wanted to put on my shelf for so long as well, and I'm just so excited about it. So this is a Canterbury Classics edition, and I do collect the Barnes & Noble and Canterbury Classics edition books. I just think they're gorgeous to collect, and just will be so nice to one day pass down to my children, and they can pass down to their children and so on. I just love collecting them, and that is the H.G. Wells book, and this has 6 novels in. I have never actually read a H.G. Wells novel before. I do love War of the Worlds, the movie, like it's one of my favorite films, but I've never actually got around to reading the book. I do own it, but I just need to read it. But I've always wanted this. I just think it's so gorgeous. It has gold sprayed edges and a stunning spine, and just, yeah, like I love it so much. And again, it's just been something that has been on my radar for so long that I wanted for my collection. As you guys know, I am a book collector as well as a book reader, so I do like to collect books, and as I already said, I love collecting Canterbury Classics and Barnes & Nobles and just like leather books. So this is one I've wanted for my collection, and I'm just so happy to have received it. Can't wait to put it on my shelf. It's gonna look so good, and I love this cover as well. Next is another Canterbury Classics, and this is one that Jamie got me, and I know Caitlin will love. Caitlin's probably already got this, but if you haven't, you need this. And that is the Great Gatsby, and this is just the most gorgeous copy of this ever. It's a leather bound book, and it has the most stunning spine, the back as well. Like, it's just so beautiful. Gold foiling, black bookmark, just absolutely gorgeous inside and out. And yeah, another one to add to my collection, and I'm just so excited. I really want to display this as well because it's just so beautiful. And next we have the 3rd book in a trilogy, and this is Brandon Sanderson's Cytonic. So this is Skyward book 3, and this is a signed copy. So I still have not read books 1 and 2, and I do own the American hardback editions as well as the UK ones, and I am planning to read that series, and I feel like I'm going to love it, and I want that to be the first Sanderson series I read, which is why I wanted the 3rd book as well. I'm pretty sure the first 2 are signed, so obviously I wanted this one in a signed format as well. So Jamie very kindly got me it, and look how cool the end pages are in here, and it is signed by Brandon Sanderson, which is really cool. So yes, I'm excited to get to this trilogy. I think maybe now, if this is the last book, because I'm not sure if it definitely is, but I think it might be, if it is the final book, then I will finally read them, because I just didn't want to read a sci-fi series with big gaps in between it. I feel like I'd need to read all these books fairly close together to keep me interested, because I love sci-fi movies, like absolutely love them, but books on the other hand I struggle with. So I do want to read some sci-fi next year, which is why I want to read this series, and I want to kind of read them all close together so that I do actually read the entire series. So yes, I'm very happy that I have this, and I can't wait to read the series and obviously read the 3rd book. Next is a book I've wanted for so long, and I'm so happy that I have this. This is so stunning. Just, I've loved selling this book at work. I got some really cool like free tote bags for customers and stuff, and did like this really good display, and I've been selling tons of these books, and it's so fun to see how excited people get over this book. And I'm just so happy I have my own copy, and it's a signed one, because I don't think there are very many signed ones available. But that is Storyland: A New Mythology of Britain by Amy Jeffs, and this was on the Waterstone shortlist for Book of the Year as well. Personally, I wanted this to win, even though I haven't read it. Would love this to win. I just think it's stunning. There are so many mythology books out there, and there actually aren't that many on Britain and Britain's myths, legends and folklore, and it's just so nice to see a gorgeous hardback with all of this information in one book, and I just think it just will be an amazing read. I've had so many great things, so much good feedback from customers, and just, yeah, this book is so beautiful. I have a poster of this in my bedroom because we had a spare one at work, but it has this map in like this, which is just gorgeous, and it is obviously, like I said, all about the different myths, folklores, legends to do with Britain. It is very, very, very uniquely illustrated as well, and just a gorgeous book overall. And if you're into your mythology and folk tales and you're particularly from Britain, then even though I haven't read this, I would highly recommend it, because as I said, I've not come across very many books like this before, and it is just so beautiful. And some of your local Waterstones may well have a free tote bag left, so if you buy this book you can get a free tote bag, potentially. Don't hold me to that, I don't know what stores have what stock, but yes, I have a free tote bag or two, of course, because why wouldn't I? Yeah, this is just gorgeous, and I'm really happy that I have it. So this last book I'm so excited for, because this completes my current collection. I'm not going to try and pronounce this. Someone did very kindly tell me how it's pronounced in a video, but I've since forgotten, so I'm not going to try and pronounce it this time, because I definitely wasn't pronouncing it correctly. But in my last book haul, I got the Witchcraft book, which is by this company, which, well, Tashen, the publishing house, make these, but it's the Library of, I don't want to say it because I know I'm not saying it wrong, but it's Esoterica, like Hysterica, something like that. But yes, anyway, I had the Witchcraft book, and I have bought myself the astrology one as well as a Christmas present. Kind of spoiler for a book haul coming up in January, but yes, I bought myself that as well, and I just needed this one, so Jamie very kindly got me it, and it's just beautiful. I haven't opened it yet, so I will in a moment, but I'm so happy that I have this. So this is the tarot book. Now just look at this, just gorgeous. And then the spine as well is absolutely gorgeous, and the back. So I'm going to take the seal off and show you guys it now. So I got this at Waterstones. Well, Jamie got it for me from Waterstones, but like I said, I have the astrology one and the witchcraft one, and I'm hoping soon they'll do some more. So I'm hoping they maybe do like a crystal one or something like that, or one that's all about maybe mythology or something. Like, I just feel like that'd be so cool. Don't know what they're planning to do next. I should probably look it up, but I have the 3 that they currently have done. So here it is in all its glory. So let's just do a quick little, oh wow, look at this. Wow, so this is literally all about tarot and the history of tarot, and just look at some of this gorgeous stuff in here, just so stunning. So yes, I'm so happy that I've completed my collection of these books so far, and I just love it so much. Like, it's just so gorgeous. So next I have Moonstruck volume 1, and I wanted this for I don't know how long, and I don't know why I never got it sooner, but I very luckily got it for Christmas, and I can't wait to read it. I believe this is a romance, and it has monsters in it. I believe it's a romance between the 2 characters on the cover, and apparently this is a really good graphic novel for fans of Heartstopper. Apparently it's very like cute and fuzzy and just like a nice romance, so I'm really excited to give this a read, and it just looks so adorable. Like, oh, just so cute. So as soon as I read this, I'll definitely pick up the rest of the volumes. I have a 24-hour readathon coming up soon, so I think I might read it then. But I'm so excited. Like, I've heard so many good things about this series, and I love graphic novels that just make me feel warm and fuzzy inside, and I feel like this is going to be one of them. And then I did get these 2 graphic novels here. So earlier this year I read the Tea Dragon Society, and it was so cute. So I got the next 2. I'm pretty sure there's only these 2. I might be wrong. If I'm wrong, let me know. But yeah, I got this one here, which is the Tea Dragon Festival, and then this just says it's a companion, whereas this one says it's book 3. So I don't know if maybe this is book 2 or I'm missing one. But this one here is the Tea Dragon Tapestry, which I believe is new, and it's apparently the 3rd one. But yes, I got these 2, and the first one was really cute and like cozy, and again, these are going to be great for 24-hour readathons, so I'm really excited to continue on with the series and read these. Yes, I did just almost hit myself in the face with these, so yeah. And now we're down to the final 2 books. So I have this one here, which is The Legend of the Christmas Witch by Dan Murphy and Aubrey Plaza. Now I have sadly lost a note for this book, so I believe this might be from Yahara also, but again, I'm so sorry if I'm incorrect, because like I said, they came from my parents' house, and let's just say everything fell out of the bag in the car, and yeah, the notes have got lost, so sorry. But I'm still so incredibly grateful because as soon as I saw this book and added to my wish list, I was just like, oh my goodness, like it is so beautiful. So this is literally just a witchy Christmas story, and I had intended to read this on Christmas Day, but Christmas Day was too busy, so I just didn't get time. But it has the most stunning illustrations in it, and I'm going to try and read this before the year ends, and I'm very excited too. I love little like kind of fairy tale-esque stories, like they just make me happy, and this is just made for me, like Christmas and a witch, like two of my favourite things. So yes, very, very excited for this one. And then lastly, we have this from the wonderful Vanessa, who is a patron of mine and is always super supportive and has been from the get-go of my channel. So I am so grateful, and thank you so much for sending me this book because I'm so happy. So this is the Nightmare Before Christmas official cookbook and entertaining guide, and this has got loads of recipes in, all inspired by Nightmare Before Christmas. And I already have a Nightmare Before Christmas cookbook, but not an official one, and I'm so excited to have this and pop it in my kitchen and go through all the recipes in the new year. The end pages are so pretty, but look at this cake, guys. I want this as my birthday cake if I can find it. Oh, look at this cake. Like, yes, I need that cake in my life. So yeah, this is just so cool. If you're a fan of timber and you need this in your life, I'm so happy. So thank you so much, Vanessa, for sending me this book. But yes, that does conclude all of the books I was very, very kindly gifted for Christmas. As I said at the start of this video, I know I'm incredibly lucky and privileged to have received all of these books, and I'm always so grateful all of the time, especially for books that are sent to me by you guys. It honestly means so much to me, the fact that you go out your way to send me a little gift. You don't understand how happy and emotional it makes me every single time. Like literally every single time I get something from my wish list, I tear up and I'm just always so astounded, and Jamie always laughs at me for it. But yeah, I just honestly, it just blows my mind, and I'm just feeling very, very grateful. And I just wanted to take the time during this video just to say a massive thank you for everyone's support this year, and for obviously support on the 12 days of Bookmas videos I did during December as well, and just for everyone just being here. Like honestly, I never envisioned I'd be where I am now with YouTube, and to be able to do this and have the support that I do, and to have kind of hit a milestone I never thought I'd hit, is just incredible to me, and it honestly does mean so much to me. To be ending the year on 20,000 subscribers is just absolutely mind-blowing for me, and I'm honestly still so baffled at how there's 20,000 people here, but so incredibly grateful. And honestly, every single one of you, you are appreciated so much, and just yeah, I'm just so grateful that I get to do this. And I always wanted to kind of make videos and to be able to make them about books and discuss books with people who also love books is just incredible. And yeah, I know I'm rambling a lot and I find it really hard to articulate my thoughts, but I hope I am conveying what I mean. And I just want to say that I do really appreciate everyone. I'm grateful, I adore all of you, and yeah, I honestly don't know what I'd do without BookTube anymore. I really don't. It makes me so happy, and yeah, this year has just been an amazing year. I'm so grateful for the book community. I'm just so grateful for all of the comments I've had, all of the conversations I've had, all of the friends I've gained from it, and just every single good thing that has come out of the book community. It's just made 2021 an amazing year for me. I honestly don't think I would have got through it as well as I had if it wasn't for the book community. So thank you so much for just helping me be happy and supporting me. And I'm sorry that I'm really rambling on, but yes, I just wanted to say that because we're getting into a new year and all that stuff. So yes, thank you. But yes, if you did make it this far and you just made it through that very long ramble and kind of word vomit, then please do leave an emoji in the comments. Let me know if you received any books for Christmas, or what books you got for Christmas, or what presents you got generally for Christmas. If you don't want to do that, then let me know how you're doing in the comments. Let me know what you're excited to read next year, and also let me know how many books you managed to read this year. I'd be really interested to know. So yes, let me know all of that in the comments. Leave an emoji if you want to, if you don't want to type anything, and please please do give this video a big thumbs up. And I do also have 2 recent book hauls I will link down below if you guys are looking for more book hauls to watch, because I know it's a great way of finding new recommendations and books you've never seen or heard of before. So yes, I will have those linked in the description box. If you are looking for extra content from me, I do have a Patreon where I upload extra videos. I do reading vlogs on there, I do hauls on there, I do all kinds of different videos. There is a what I got for Christmas video currently going up on there as well, and lots of other things. We do a monthly buddy read, we have a Discord where we chat, and I upload a lot of photos and just different things like that every single month. So if you are interested in any extra content from me, then you can head there. I will also have all of my social medias linked down below, including my Bookstagram and my book Twitter, my Goodreads and so on. You can find all of that in the description box, and I would love if you guys wanted to join me at any of those places. But yes, I am so grateful that you made it to the end of this video. I hope you're safe and well. I hope you're reading a lot of good books, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!